In this capstone CI/CD automated workflow, we are using the Java Spring Boot app and Jenkins, Docker, and GitHub. So, what we are trying to achieve in this project, the main goal of this project is we are automating the entire the CI/CD process. That way, we can achieve the business utility and the time to release any features into production would be faster. Let's jump into the process which we have followed. We have the users who can commit the code to the Git repo. So we have the Git, and this Git is integrated with the Jenkins, which is nothing but a pipeline job, which we will see now in the hands-on. And this Jenkins pipeline job has source code management as a Git, and then the triggering mechanism, and you know the other one is like it has a Jenkins file which talks about the building the code, test the code, and the build the image, Docker image, and then push the Docker image to the Docker hub, and then remove the image from the host, and then run the image onto the actual ports. Okay, so these are the steps we have followed. Now let's make our hands dirty. Now let's see actual flow. Okay, so in IntelliJ, so I'm committing, this is my IntelliJ code where I have my app. It's a Spring Boot app. It's a Gradle project, and it has the main controller, my user controller, and its respective test file we have. So it has three methods. If you look at it, has 1, 2, 3. So it's get team details, get greetings, and get names. All these three methods using the REST API protocols. So when a user types this, he will get this response back. So and we are actually asserting all these controllers in the test file. So this is the test file, and we have the Jenkins file as I explained. In this Jenkins file, we are building, we are checking out this source code management, and we are doing all the build and test. After that, we are creating the image and the Docker image and pushing the image, and we are running this image onto the ports, and then finally we are removing the image from the system. So let's now make some changes in our code and then commit it. Okay, so the changes which I am making, not just a space change, the code is there already, so I'm just adjusting some spaces, and I'm saving this file, save all, and so I'm running my code, Gradle W clean build. So my code is successful. Let me run it all these three controllers locally, Gradle W, boot run. And this is running on port 9080, which is, I defined that port here, 9080. So let's test these three controllers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 controllers. So when you give this controller, it should give welcome to Dockers and Kubernetes Jenkins Git. Let's do that. So I have controllers already ready, and so the first controller, welcome to Dockers and Kubernetes and Jenkins, which is working fine. The second controller is hello welcome team. Okay, let's do that, hello welcome team. So localhost 9080, so we are getting the same response here. Good. And here we have to get Venkata and Venkatesh because we are adding two objects here. Get team details. So let's do that. Get team details. Now see, we got the Venkata and Vignesh. So locally it is working fine. Now let's commit the code. Okay, so I'll just stop my controller here, and so I'll just add git commit -m. This is my latest commit. Okay, so I'm pushing this, git push. So I pushed this. Let's look into the GitHub. So what's going on? So this is my latest commit. The changes are committed here and it updated in the GitHub. And coming to the Jenkins file. So coming to Jenkins job, this is the Jenkins job which is supposed to be triggered. So we'll see like. So we committed the code, we pushed the code. Now the job should be triggered. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes here and then see. Yeah. We'll wait for maybe a minute. The job will get triggered here. See, the job got triggered. So now let's see what's happening in this job. Does it building all the stuff? Yeah. So if you look at this job, this is running in the slave mission because this Jenkins file is configured to run this job in slave mission. So let's see like what all the things it's doing. So console output. So it's taken the Git, the latest commit. So this is my latest commit which I have mentioned here. Git commit. This is my latest commit. This is what my latest commit. This is my commit. So this is the latest code changes it took, and it compiled the way I did in the local. Same thing. It's now build is successful. So it clean compile and all the test cases it executed, and it build the image. Here it build the image, and then after that it pushed that image, right? So it build the image, and then it pushed the image here, and then it ran that image onto these ports, and finally the job is successful. Okay, now let's verify this. So we have this Jenkins. So the job is successful, and come here we have managed Jenkins. So this particular architecture as per this project. So master and slave architecture we have built using the AWS. So this is the AWS. So where these are two instances where AWS was built, this master and slave architecture. Two instances we have used, Ubuntu instances. Now your container is running in this mission, slave mission. Let's use that IP. This is the IP address of this mission. So this is the same IP address of this mission, public IP, and let's run all these one at a time. So now I can see same local results on my container in the EC2 instance. Welcome to PG, and then let's run this. Let run this. Oh, sorry. Just a moment. So welcome to PG Dev for Ox and Kubernetes. So we got it, and let's get team details. Let's run this. I'll just get team details. Yeah, so we got this. So now the entire stuff automated, and everything was running in the Jenkins, and the Docker image was created. It was running on these ports, port 9095 and the EC2 instance. Okay, now let's see whether this particular image push it to Docker Hub or not. Okay, so hub.docker.com, and so this is my so this is the latest 3 minutes ago. The latest image has been pushed. The latest image 3 minutes ago is 2. Okay, this is the image which is pushed. So the same image you can see here in the Jenkins jobs where we have pushed this particular stuff, right? So if you look at here, console output, you see this is the this is the image which we pushed to the Docker Hub, and that's all. And one more thing, one last final thing here. So these are the steps you can see here. These are the steps it followed. It cloned the repository, this particular job, it build and test, it build the image, push the image, deploy the image, and then finally it remove the image from the host machine. Thank you, and that's all. I really appreciate it in listening my video. Thank you.